Y'all want some Brooklyn Nets series? Hey, these hats, these Enjoy Basketball hats are going on sale on Wednesday. That's all I'm telling you. Just heads up if you're interested. If you're not interested, no big deal. So we're 8-8 in the season. You know, we started off pretty rough. We are currently on a the 5-game win streak. The boys have put it together, and we want to continue that streak right now. The Pelicans are the next team on the list. There's a trade that might happen. It's Jonas Valanciunas and Joe Harris for D Brand and something. I'm going to say no to that, mostly because I'm pretty sure the Suns still have their guys. I read that all wrong. My bad. They would be the one getting Valanciunas. I thought they were giving Valanciunas away. They just need to offer it again. No big deal. They just need to offer it again. So we got the Pelicans today. They are okay, if I'm not mistaken. It says that their record is 11-5. There's a 12-4. We got a decent stretch of teams coming up right now. So this is about to be a crucial part of the season. This week and a half is a crucial part of the season. We're 8-8. I guess there's no such thing as a crucial part of the season. It's early, but good competition. The goal is to just jump into some games. I don't think that I'm at the point where I want to play full games anymore, at least until the playoffs so we can have that conversation. But as far as like simcasting games and trying to figure out when and where we don't jump into, I think that's important. Just because it feels like the series could go a little bit longer that way. It's hard to really put into words, but that's what my mindset is at, okay? So, you know, we simcast these games, and if it's close enough, we jump in. If it's not, we take our wins or losses. Like, this is a game we jump into, baby. This is a game we jump into. Are we ready to beat the Boston Celtics, who beat us earlier? Were they our first game of the year? I think they were the first game of the year. Tatum's averaging really good numbers, or he put up really good numbers today so far. Is Jaylen Brown not on the team anymore? Huh. Hey, I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gotta go against him today. Grady is still doing his thing. I cannot believe how good Grady has been, and I'm actually really excited about his future. He's in the game right now. A lot of the times we simulate and we see him playing well, but we haven't been able to, you know, do it ourselves. There's a screen from Dayron. Boom. Oh, that was a 3-ball, but you know what? Grady, they can hit these free throws, baby. I didn't realize how skinny he was. Oh, wait. They're in the bonus, not us. My fault. Misread. It's been a minute. And I say that every episode. It's been a minute since I got on the sticks, but those are facts. Kyle. He's not strong enough to get that over, but that's 5 fouls on Malcolm Brogdon with 3 minutes to go. Count Anderson is a 99.9% free throw shooter, a 98.9% free throw shooter that missed both of the free throws. Hey, how about we get our starters in? How about that? How about we try to do that? Malcolm Brogdon, where you going? We actually going to draw this charge? No, let me stop. Oh, Carlton Towns is fouled out. Okay, so that's good to know. Count Anderson, you got to get out the game, my boy. Get Count Anderson out. Everybody else is just so tired. That's fine. We'll be okay. Anthony Simons in the corner. He's not open, but it doesn't matter. Big 3-point shot. First lead today. I don't think that's true, but we'll take it. Anthony Simons, again, if y'all are wondering, Anthony Simons is technically, overall-wise, the best player on the team by overall. And with the players that are right now not feeling the best with the Gatorade symbols, Anthony Simons might need to take this game over with. He might have to take this game over. I jumped too early. But the second jump is there. There's the defensive stop. Anthony Simons on the leak out. Can he dunk it? Yes, he is a former dunk contest champion, if y'all forgot. He does that. These boys can't score. And that's the one thing we do best. Oh, my God. The crowd is going insane. The screen is shaking like crazy. There it is. Boom. Oh, wait, that's the wrong icon. It's okay. Mikal Bridges is a little bit tired. We're going to make it work by giving up to Anthony Simons. 5 seconds, Anthony. Set a nice screen. It's not there. The midi. Leaner. That's the offensive board if it missed, but it doesn't miss. Anthony Simons, 33 points on the night. He's taking 25 shots. He's got us on his back, low-key. We good. Another stop. The C's are ready. Look at that. We got our best defender on their best player. What is he supposed to do? Oh, he shot right over us. Okay. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the answer to the question. What are you supposed to do? You shoot right over them. All right. Still a one-possession game. Minute and a half to go. It's Anthony Simons on a ISO. No, this is not ISO. This is that misdirect. We get Lonzo Ball to come up. Didn't set his feet. It's cool. There's the back door. It's not there. But Lonzo's coming off the double screen. The screen is shaking like crazy. Give it back to Anthony. Anthony, make it work. 2 seconds. Step back. Anthony Simons. Long 3. Step back. Anthony Simons. No good. That play was just ugly. Nothing materialized, and we had to force up a shot. DeAndre Hunter, that's not who he is. Good defense. Boards, Lonzo. He needs 2 points to get a triple-double. Do I force it a minute to go in the game? No. He's fine. He gets plenty of triple-doubles. If it happens, it happens. Oh, it might happen right here. We get him right now. Boom. We get him right now. Lonzo Ball. Get to the basket. Lonzo Ball. Triple-double. And he fouled out Malcolm Brogdon. I thought he was injured. We fouled out Malcolm Brogdon. Free throw right here from Lonzo Ball. He's not a good free throw shooter. Neither are we. So it's still a 5-point game. But Lonzo does have his 10, 10, and 12. So shout out to Lonzito. And we got to get this defensive stop right now. That's a terrible pass, Tatum. That's a offensive board, though. They go right back up. Jalen Duren with a huge rebound. Okay. No biggie. Give it up to Anthony, who's our star player right now. They got J.D. Davidson in the game because they don't have any other guards, I guess. We'll kill some more of this clock. I'm going to ask for a Day'Ron Sharpe screen now. Anthony being guarded by the young fella, J.D. Downhill. He changed up the line. Yeah, he changed it up to get to the line. That's beautiful. You got to know what to do, when to attack. We also have 0 for 3 from the free throw line since we jumped in. Make that 1 for 4. 2 for 5, baby. 5-point game, 20 seconds ago. We simcast the rest of these. We have secured ourselves a victory. Shout out to the good guys. Shout out to the good guys. Now it's got me curious about Jaylen Brown. Did he get traded? Go to a different team and I just didn't notice? Or is he just injured right now? No, Jaylen Brown's just straight up gone. Where the heck is he? Jaylen Brown. Is it not a shooting guard? Jaylen Brown is a king. Huh. Won't you look at that? Jaylen Brown is a king. Oh, yeah, they sold everything. De'Aaron Fox gone, but they spent their money to get Jaylen Brown. They have this guy for him, a 2nd overall pick. He's really good. But, they went a different direction. I wonder if they're at least decent right now. Let's see. Because that team don't look like it can maybe make some noise as far as being never mind. Ha, JK, they don't look like they can make no noise. All right, we got the 76 on the back-to-back. That was a grinded-out game that I'm not trading Mikal Bridges for Chris Middleton. Are you kidding? Second night of a back-to-back is always tough, man. It's always tough. But guess who could get it done? The good guys. The good guys. Look at Grady, bro. Listen. Grady, if this was real life, right, and Grady was having these type of performances off the bench, a lot of people would look at him and be like, oh, man, he's the next big thing once he gets the opportunity. And because it's overall in 2K, you can't really do that, right? A dude having this type of stretch will be a hot commodity on the market, but 2K is always in the terms of your overall and not by your production. I'm saying that all to say, if this was real life and we were trying to like be big buyers, Grady would be a perfect player to throw into a trade because when he's performing like this, you like, oh yeah, he can be nice. He just need more opportunity. But that 77 overall is preventing that from happening. I'm not saying I'm going to trade him or I want to trade him. Because we need these young type of players. Here are the Jazz. We actually just played the Jazz last episode, so I'm just gonna I don't even want to simcast that just in case. The Miami Heat, right? They made trades. They no longer have Jimmy Butler on their roster. I forgot about that. Jimmy Butler has been traded to the Atlanta Hawks, and it works out pretty well. This is a blowout game. Sheesh, we are giving them all of it, and hopefully our guys rested in the fourth quarter because that was just ridiculous. I'm just waiting for us to get into the upper echelon. You know, slow start. We've been really good as of late. We just need to continue to build on these games. Everybody's trying to take Mikal Bridges away from us, but nobody's untouchable. You know, in my universe, as a general manager, there's no such thing as untouchable. But the trades y'all offering are crazy. Yeah, the trades y'all offering are crazy for what Mikal Bridges has been doing this season. Can I remind you, Grady is crazy. Can I remind you what his numbers are? Okay, they ain't that crazy, but he's shooting 44% from 3 right now. That is crazy. Think about Grady in this series, though, is he'll always be coming off the bench. Well, you know what? I can't say always. I don't know what's going to happen with Anthony Simons once his contract is up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Grady does end up playing really, really well and get the attribute upgrades, yada, yada, yada. And Anthony Simons is not the answer, but he's so good right now. I feel like I would be crazy to even think about that. Because Anthony is averaging 21 and 5. His three-point shot is down a little bit this season, but we know he's mostly a 40% three-point shooter for his career. It's kind of crazy to think that, but he's small too. We got a small player while Grady is 6'8", and he doesn't pass nearly as good as Anthony. Anthony is like a pseudo point guard. He was our point guard last season. So I don't know. I'm just talking. Let's get these stops and win this game. 5 minutes ago, going against the Toronto Raptors. They have Terry Rozier, Fred VanVleet still on this team. Who is that? Scotty Barnes. And THT, yep, that's THT with the screen. Good shot from Scotty Barnes. Water, it's water. Lonzo, open for 3, bang! He got that Claymore Silver, boy. The longer he open, the more chances we get of it going in. Love that for him. Also, John Isaac, 12 points. Season high, maybe? Possibly, quite possibly. He don't really be scoring double digits. Here's Scotty trying to do something on one of the greatest defenders. That's a tough shot from Pascal. And we have a potential to take the lead or tie it up right here on this possession. Let's see what coach is thinking. What is he going to draw up? Anthony Simons off the screen. It's not there, but here's a secondary screen. Boom. Lonzo, same spot as last possession. Same result? Absolutely. Lonzo with 6 straight And first lead of the night, which is always capped when they say that, but whatever. We got a lead. Lonzo Ball acquisition is beautiful, man. I cannot stress that enough. Lonzo Ball is exactly what this team needed. You know, exactly what this team needed. Is they make us a championship team? Only time will tell. But it puts us closer to that. Scotty Barnes doubled. Karl Towns with the contest. That's a good defensive stop, boys. That's a good defensive stop. Let's see what Coach drew up this time. 0-2 cut 3 dive give. 0-2 cut 3 dive give. It's like I don't know none of these plays. Lonzo, make him. Oh, Karl Towns on the roll. On the roll. Cat. He's got 5 points. We paying a lot of money for that brother to have 5 points, but whatever. He's got 5 points. Sometimes you don't always need to have 100 points, Cat. You know what? I respect that. Where you going, Scotty? 3 seconds ago, shot is up, and it is good. Terry Rozier. All right, ties the game up. That was somewhat contested, I believe. Don't matter. Terry Rozier got that stuff, apparently. It's cool. It's cool. Because we have been unstoppable on the offensive tip, and as long as we keep that alive, there's not much they can really do. They can't hold us. Look at that. Karl Towns. He ain't got a lot of points. But give it back to Zoe. All right, Coach said give it back to Zoe. Then Karl Towns get the 4-5 screen and roll. Cat. And one. He's stronger. 5 fouls for Scotty. Oh, he's kissing the guns. Did we hit the free throw? Yeah, do the math. Oh, he's about to go back court. Hold on, Mikal. Mikal with the clamps. Mikal with the clamps. TAC had to give it up. He was scared. He didn't know what to do. Pascal jab. Karl Towns got a C- perimeter defense. It needed to be higher. That might be a flagrant. He just beat him up. Never mind. Not a flagrant. He missed both? Huh. Look like us out there. Looks like us out there. I ain't gonna complain, baby. I am not gonna complain. Kyle Anderson, make a play, Kyle. Make a play, Kyle. Right at his throat. Foul out. Foul out. That's another one. We just going at people. Force them to play defense without fouling. Unfortunately, we can't hit a free throw to save our lives, but we going at people, forcing them to play D. We got a 5-point lead. Gary Trent Jr. have to take the whole team, bro. Cut it out. Anthony Simons give you a bump. When you dribble the ball, man, you got to get back into the lab. That means you got to get back to the lab if Anthony Simons is preventing you from getting to your spots. Because Anthony Simons is all of 6'3" and 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got to the spot. Okay. All right. I need to stop talking trash before they come back and win this game. Big possession right here. They got into Lionel Bannon. Don't matter. Anthony, no good. Anthony had the chance to ice the game. Instead, he doesn't. They give it up to Pascal. Pascal trying to make a move. He tries to step back. This good defense team. No fouls called. Give it up to a good free throw shooter. Oh, they not fouling. I mean, they don't have to. Oh, yes, they do. There is like a 7-second difference between shot and game, but they decided to foul. If you know me, that's a pretty good idea because we don't be making all our free throws around here. That might be in. It is. Did we deserve it? Probably not. But when you clutch, baby. When you clutch, and Anthony's clutch. That's 2 for 2. Get me out of here. That's a win, coach. So what we're going to do is not jump in for the next 2 weeks. I figure that, jumping in is just an easy way for me. I'm just so nice on the sticks. So instead, we just simulate and see what happens. Just see what happens. We lose this first game to Jimmy Butler and them. Eventually, I do want to play them because they got Scoot Henderson, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and Jimmy Butler. They are not in the playoffs right now, which is crazy. I mean, that roster right there should be good enough to make it. Why can't I get there? Be able to make it every single season, but instead they are 7 games under. Now currently they are on the win streak though, so maybe this is the turn of their season. But like this team looks incredible. Scoot is an 87 coming off the bench right now, and if they are at the deadline and they ain't putting it together, they might have to make some rough calls and. It might revolve around this man, even though he's having a stellar season. You got Scoot Henderson at the age of 20 looking so good, or maybe it's DeJounte. I mean, Scoot and Trae Young could hypothetically play together. Theoretically, is that the right word? Theoretically play together. I don't know if it's the right fit, but the Atlanta Hawks have too much talent for them to be sub 500. The next team we have is the Charlotte Hornets, and that is a 3-point win, a close one. The Ball brothers both lead to get the team in scoring. They probably did a little jersey swap after the game. You know how they be doing, you know what I'm saying? Little jersey swap at the end of the game. Next one is a loss to the Cavs, where the Cavs big guys kind of did they thing, and 36 rebounds between the two of them is way too much. 36 rebounds, the amount of rebounds we had as a squad. So obviously you lose that game. Ain't no way you win that game. Anyway, we keep it moving. You can't win them. You can't win them all. Next, we got the Washington Wizards. We're going to go Jan first. We're going to go to Jan first because that's around the times trades and stuff really going to start kicking up. I'm saying that we're going to be making trades, but I just mean across the association. The Bradley Beal Porzingis thing is still together in this universe, and they beat us by 3 points. I'm saying that right now we are just kind of mediocre. which is not ideal, all things considered. The Bulls received Duncan. Sure, 280 overall swapping teams. It's not nothing to really overthink. This is one we don't have to overthink either because no, we're not trading. The game is won by us. Anthony Simons again doing his thing. Next we got the Bucks and Spencer Dinwiddie for Alec Burks. Sure. See, like some general managers trying to trade up to Steph Curry by getting rid of Alec Burks. That's all I'm saying. If you know, you know. Another win for the good guys where R.J. Hampton led them in scoring. The Bucks never really are good in 2K. I'm assuming, yeah, they're not good in 2K ever, bro. They're 10 and 22. Is Giannis available? I will trade everything for Giannis. Is Giannis available? I don't have the assets. We're talking about Giannis. But is Giannis available? How old are you, Giannis? Last year of your deal, too. Okay, that's the reason I wouldn't do it. But 98 overall, Giannis Antetokounmpo. If it say they're selling, then we got a cool episode coming up. We try to figure out what's happening with them. They are buying. They said, forget it. We might be awful, but we got Giannis, and he's untouchable. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Giannis being on the move would have been crazy. Now, he is a free agent again, so he could still potentially move this offseason. Not during the regular season, though, even though they're awful. It's actually insane the type of numbers Grady puts up, considering his shot tendency is not crazy. He just hit 7 threes in a game and was the driving force behind us winning a game. Like, that's kind of insane when you really think about it. They said they're buying, talking about the Bucks. They've offered to try to take away Chris Middleton 2 times so far in this video alone. So right now we get into the turn of the calendar season. It looks like we're going to be a couple games over 500. Dang. Oh, the DeJounte Murray trade. DeJounte Murray. We said that he might be on the move. Hold on. Does this trade make sense for the Spurs? The Spurs are trying to bring him back, give away Vucevic, but that means that Malachi Branham is now just chilling on the bench. What type of season are you having, Malachi? You good this year? The answer is you're really, really good. I don't think this trade makes sense. And then if you are the Hawks, you getting back Vucevic, I don't know if that makes sense. Unless he hasn't signed an extension, that you could try to convince yourself that he signed a full extension. That's not a trade that you do. I know this is not a trade you do. I mean, if you're trying to say you're trying to open up minutes for Scoot, for sure, not at that price though. We can help you out and build the right trade, but it's definitely not that one. So not saying that we're doing that right now, but let's take a look around the league just to figure out who could potentially be in the running to make some deals happen. Kay Cunningham is no longer untouchable. This team is selling, but it's not like they have a lot to sell. I mean, they're a super young team. I don't expect them to trade any of their top young players. The Raptors are also a selling team. A DeJounte Murray for Pascal Siakam trade kind of makes sense. Not saying I'm going to make it happen, but it kind of makes sense. You move Pascal over to the 4, and then your new core, I mean, you can run Fred VanVleet. I mean, you got a lot of shooting guards, I guess. But Fred VanVleet and DeJounte Murray as a backcourt with Scotty Barnes is pretty cool. I'm not saying that's going to get the job done as far as championships go, but, you know, there's a world where I can see that happening. The Houston Rockets have turned the corner a little bit. They're in the playoff run right now. The Spurs are rebuilding. They still don't have a tangible guy. Oh, that trade, they got DeMar DeRozan and they tried to trade back for DeJounte Murray. They bugging. They trying to bring back that team. They do have Brandon Miller, though. And why is Brandon Miller's shot tendency so low? Let me go adjust that right now. Why would Brandon Miller be averaging 6 points per game? You know what I'm saying? Why would his shot tendency ever be this low? 36? Whoever created him, they're petty. They're petty. 75 minimum. Touches up to 70 minimum. We're going to see him now turn into somebody a lot better than what he is. Suns are completely selling. Completely selling. They're completely selling. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do we have their pick this year? We might have their pick this year. Completely selling. All right, that's fun for me. That's fun for me. Also selling the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even Anthony Edwards is not safe. We already made a deal with them earlier in the season, a series, obviously, with us getting Karl Anthony Towns and stuff, but that's interesting. Damian Lillard is still on the Blazers. Damian Lillard could be a guy that could be traded today. Well, not today, but in this season. Bradley Beal and Porzingis both. The 76ers have decided to sell as the 9th seed. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and James Harden, and Paul George selling. They're selling. Look at that roster. How are y'all the 9th seed? What the heck? The Bulls are good, and we took Lonzo Ball away from them. So our trade helped them out a lot. Cam, what are you averaging? 15. Other Cam, what are you averaging? 20. Claxton, what are you averaging? This is basically our team from 2 years ago. They're good, though. They're good enough. We might see them in the playoffs, potentially. This team has been rebuilding for some time now. Okay, this is interesting. The Damian Lillard stuff is real. I think the Damian Lillard stuff is real, y'all. I think it's real. We have to figure out what team it makes sense to potentially move Damian Lillard to. Jaylen Brown is on the selling team, even though he just signed his contract. What team does it make? Man, y'all buying it right now? Y'all are bad. Ooh, this is so interesting. I'm excited for this year's deadline. What team could use Damian Lillard? What team could use Damian Lillard is a good question. I see a team right here that could be interested. It's a lot going on, man. Let me my save file, baby. Beginning of the calendar year, we still got a couple more weeks into the deadline, but once that deadline hit, you might see a huge shakeup to the league.